off and pacing. Mr. Big and Atokia going for the lead. Boo's cruising on the inside, and Atokia off stride. Comes right back down pacing. Up on the outside, Mr. Big to the front. Boo's cruising second, racing third, won the West. Atokia trails the field down the backside, going to the first quarter. Mr. Big and Brian Sears will dictate here. Opening quarter, 27-2. Boo's cruising, racing right there second, won the West third. Atokia trails the field, straight alignment as they race around the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Mr. Big, Brian Sears, a mark of 147 and 4 at the Meadowlands, showing the way by a length and a half. Boo's cruising and Sam Widger right there second. David Miller and won the West, pacing third. Dave Pallone can see them all with Atokia. Half, 55-4, 28-2. Second quarter on to the backside. No one yet challenging Mr. Big. Racing second is Boo's cruising. Won the West, about to tip to the outside. And here comes Dave Miller and won the West. Atokia stays at the pylons fourth. Down the backside, Mr. Big with the lead. Won the West on the outside. 3 quarters, 1:24-1. The cakewalk is over. Who's going to be the stepper to the front? It's Mr. Big. Outside, won the West. Boo's cruising, kind of left in the dust. Atokia fourth. It's a 2-horse battle from here. Mr. Big won the West. Won the West. Mr. Big won the West. Mr. Big, noses apart, won the West. 150 and 4/5.
Absolutely phenomenal stretch battle here. The champion, Mr. Big, and the Breeders' Crown winner won the West, and Dave Miller had to tip first over. Mr. Big got away with a soft middle half for him, and these two were doing some serious pacing coming down the stretch and won the West. Surges in the last couple of strides and gets by Mr. Big.
Incredible that he closed first over off of a slow half, 55-4 for these kind of horses. Back half in 55 reels him in. What an effort that was.
Here's the stretch battle right here, and I thought Mr. Big was going to hold on. He was digging in, but won the West, just surges late in the, I guess it was about when they got to the edge of the winner's circle that he started to really surge and gets by for the win, finishing third to complete the trifecta. Was Atokia, the other Burke barn trainee, and Boo's cruising fourth, but that had him on their feet, didn't it, Dave?
Yeah, that was quite a stretch drive, and a precursor of things to come. We're going to have some super fast miles in the jug.
So won the West has won 3 of his last 4. The Canadian Pacing Derby final, he ended up torched first over up there through the 3 quarters in 1:23 and understandably tired. But his connections have always had confidence in him. Before the Breeders' Crown, some of the owners came up and said, we're going to win this tonight. And I said, well, good luck. And I saw him in the winner's circle, and they said, you should have listened, and they were right.
Local guys, Stroll and Stable, Bill Robinson, James Cole are all from the area.
This time, the winner of the Winbak Pace won the West. Strolling Stable, Marion, Ohio. William Robinson, Findlay, Ohio. James Kohler of Findlay, Ohio. Ron Burke, the trainer. David Miller in the sulky. David's second win this afternoon, 5th of the week. Winningest driver at Delaware. Win number 168 in his racing career. Of course, the Burke Stable, most money won, most winners again this season. The mile for the 5-year-old gelding of Western Hanover of Gabriel equals the national season record of 150 and 4/5. Won the West, Ron Burke, David Miller. Win the Winbak Pace.
And we thank Joe Thompson and his wife Joanne. Joe, of course, the 2009 Little Brown Jug Wall of Fame honoree for their sponsorship of the Winbak Farms Pace. And this has quickly become the secondary feature on Jug Day here at Delaware. Always a great group of free-for-allers. And even though we were short on quantity, we were long on quality here. Just an excellent stretch duel, and won the West. Gets the kick past Mr. Big.
Yeah, I really thought at the half in 55 and 4, Mr. Big was not roughed up that badly really in the mile that he would hang on, but he won a great mile. But my goodness, 55 back half, first over, and won the West, just gobbled him up. 420 on the win, $7 for the perfecta, $7.40 for the try in this shorter field, but a great race nonetheless.
And we're seeing some umbrellas pop up, some late rain falling right now in Delaware, Ohio.
Results are official. Number 1, Booze Cruisin', 4. Number 2, Atokia, 3. Number 3, Mr. Big, 2. Number 4, Won the West, the winner. Top down, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the bottom, equaling the national season's record. 150, 4/5. Post time, 6th race in 15.
Yep, got it.
No changes or corrections. Don't be shut out.
Sixth race is next. Stakes event, standard bred stake for 2-year-old filly Pacers. Purse of in excess of $60,000 up for grabs. Field of 7, no changes. And sort of a surprising early favorite is the 2. Aqua Artist Salmon. I actually both like this one as our long shot, but 6 to 5, that's not going to quite qualify, but I'm sure things will bounce around before the start of the race. Pretty evenly balanced field of 7 good 2-year-old pacing fillies. And Won the West is just walking right on back through the infield, back to the paddock from the winner's circle.
Well, Ellie is trying to corner Dave Miller down there in the winner's circle, and we'll find out about this stretch duel from his perspective momentarily.
Okay, thank you very much, Sam, and joined by the winning driver here, David Miller. David, first of all, congratulations winning with Won the West. Second of all, when you had to pull him first over after Sears and Mister Big pretty much got soft fractions to the half like that, were you concerned? I mean, this horse really was not good first over in the Canadian Pacing Derby.
Yeah, no, I mean, half 55 and 4. I thought he'd be really, really tough to catch him there. The horse is, he gets all the credit. He won a huge, huge trip.
Now, you've driven this horse before. Obviously, you got him back on track. I do believe it was at the Meadowlands. What can you tell me about him?
He's just ultra consistent, I mean, he's having the best year of his life, and, I mean, he just showed it again today. I mean, he's racing way better than he has in the past, and, I mean, he's just turned into a killer.
What do you think about the free-for-all crop this year? I mean, you were racing shadow play in all these races.
Yeah, it's a very tough one. There's 4 or 5 of them that can go extremely fast, and they can rough it if they have to. It's a very tough competitive bunch, and it's just whatever horse gets the best trip, and it's his day.
Well, I'll tell you what, for a 4-horse race, that was really exciting.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting there.
Congratulations, Dave. Congratulations to all the connections who won the West. Back to you guys.
So Won the West beats Mr. Big, and Mr. Big, in his defense, like Virgil said, he set the bar so high. I mean, he's had a great year by any standards, but he's not quite the same horse that he was, whether it's the sickness or whether the big miles have caught up to him just a touch. He's still brilliant, but just not the stone-cold killer that he was the last couple of years.
These are horses, not machines, and, they can't be at the absolute top of their game going 147 year-round. It has to take its toll to some degree, but he's still